Salami isn't just food. It's a craft perfected over generations. What starts as fresh pork, salt, and spices transforms into a delicacy through fermentation and aging. But this isn't a simple process. Beneficial bacteria, precise temperature control, and even mold all play a role in developing salami's deep, complex flavor. So how does raw pork transform into a delicacy with such an irresistible taste? The word salami originates from the Italian verb salare, meaning to salt, highlighting the centuries-old method of preserving meat with salt before modern refrigeration existed. Historically, salami became a staple among farmers in southern and central Europe, where access to fresh meat could be inconsistent due to seasonal changes or limited livestock. Its ability to remain safe to eat at room temperature for up to 40 days after being cut made it an essential source of protein, allowing families to sustain themselves during harsh winters or times of food scarcity. The main ingredient of salami is pork. Large-scale pig farming is a modern livestock system where thousands of pigs are raised in tightly controlled environments. Instead of allowing pigs to mate naturally, most large farms use artificial insemination. Pigs are fed a balanced diet that includes corn, soybeans, minerals, and vitamins to optimize their growth. An automated feeding system distributes the feed in appropriate portions based on each stage of the pig's development. The process of making salami begins with the finest raw materials, locally sourced, freshly slaughtered pigs. The butchers work with precision, separating the lean cuts from the rich, creamy fat. This delicate balance is the foundation of great salami, ensuring the perfect texture and mouthfeel in every bite. Once the meat is carefully sorted, the fat is finely chopped and blended with the lean pork. Industrial meat grinders for salami production are powerhouses, handling thousands of kilograms of meat per hour. Some high-tech models even have built-in cooling to keep the meat fresh while grinding. This is where the transformation truly begins. A starter culture is introduced, along with salt and a carefully selected mix of spices. The producers use only garlic, black pepper, and a splash of white wine, just enough to enhance the flavor without overpowering the star ingredient, the pork itself. Once the mixture reaches the desired consistency, it is carefully stuffed into casings. Depending on the variety of salami, these casings may be natural, derived from beef or pork intestines, or synthetic for larger, uniform batches. At this stage, precision is key. While large-scale operations rely on machines for this step, traditional salami makers still prefer the art of hand-tying, appreciating the control and craftsmanship it brings to the process. Fermentation is where the magic happens. Over 6 days in temperature-controlled rooms, salami slowly transforms as heat cycles help release moisture and activate beneficial bacteria. These microbes consume sugars in the meat, producing lactic acid that lowers the pH, making it safe from harmful bacteria. To enhance preservation and flavor, penicillium mold is introduced, forming a protective layer that prevents excessive drying and adds to salami's signature taste and aroma. After fermentation, the salami is washed to remove any excess mold or surface residue, ensuring a clean, uniform appearance. Then, it enters the final stage, drying and aging. Depending on the type and size, this process can last anywhere from 21 to 70 days. The longer the drying time, the firmer and more intensely flavored the salami becomes. Once it has lost enough moisture to reach the perfect texture, it is ready for consumption. This is final preparations before reaching consumers. It is peeled to remove the outer casing, especially in cases where an artificial casing was used. Then, depending on the product type, the salami is either packaged whole or sliced into uniform pieces. If pre-sliced, the pieces are carefully arranged in trays, vacuum-sealed, or packed in modified atmosphere packaging to maintain freshness and extend shelf life.